Thought I'd document my little flush. I've been having overheating problems with my Suzuki DF20A. It has a jet on it as well. What I've done here, it's got that little 12 volt pump that I had. I used it for water filtering out camping, and that's hooked up to a little 12 volt battery. I'm just going to run it until the battery is dead. But a couple of things to note that I've done. I'll explain it. I've got a picture of this too, but put a small screw with a neoprene like roofing washer in there because the water comes through out from here, and I've disconnected the hose to the tattletale because that really doesn't tell you anything besides that when the water pump is down there, that it comes up through the tube and comes out here, which goes through a hose and goes through, cools the fuel, and then comes around here, down here, and comes out the tattletale, which right there, which really doesn't tell you anything that as far as water getting to the cooling jacket in the block and the heads. It just tells you that the water pump is functioning. But the way the water goes, and I had called the engine holder. That's this piece here that the engine sits off. I had that apart yesterday to understand exactly how water circulates through here. And what it does is it comes up, and there's a water passage. I'd almost call it. Let me get around here. I think it's actually on this side. Yeah. So this is a flush port, which is also hooked up to that tube that comes up, and then it comes over and goes up. It tees here, you can see, I think you can see, goes at a 90, actually, this one here comes up into an area in here, and there's one hole on the bottom, there's two holes on the top. One of those holes goes to the actual water jacket that comes out behind where the thermostat is. I've got the thermostat out, and like I said, I took a picture of it, but there's a hole that would normally, before the thermostat opens, there has to be some way for the water to go through. It comes through the hole that's on this side of the thermostat. It's one of those holes that's at the top of that chamber, and then it goes through the passage before the thermostat opens, and even after it opens, and comes down a tube here that goes down and exits in the exhaust, which is here, the exhaust for the engine, and the excess water goes out that way. So the tattletale or P, as people call it, P stream, doesn't tell you anything about the circulation of the water, but that's how it circulates. You can also take off the zinc here. I did that by blowing air through. I dumped some vinegar in both of these when the motor was on its side as well, but I'm just going to be sure. I want to get it right this time before I assemble the motor again and try it, make sure it doesn't overheat. That is a big bummer. But you can take this off too, and that's where the zinc is at. The zinc looked pretty good. Everything looked pretty good to me, but I've seen some pictures of taking apart. For some reason, water seems to settle in the water jackets of these, and this is like the last-ditch effort before taking the head off, which is a major undertaking. But what are you going to do? Anyway, I thought I'd document this so that if other people have the same problem, you can try this. Like I say, this is kind of last ditch. And this is just 100% salt away. I got the gallon jug, put it in there into a little oil drip pan, and it is just circulating then. Should be circulating just through the water jacket, and that comes out behind the thermostat, and the thermostat is out, and then it's exiting out through the exhaust tube, as you can see there. I'm not getting it on the floor here. Anyway, cross my fingers. Thanks. Bye.